And I think in the book you make the explicit comparison between Socrates and the Buddha and Christ as a sort of founding father, someone to whom a lineage can be traced, and he didn't leave any written work of his own, so that there are definite commonalities between the three of them.
Yeah, it's always fascinated me, this thing that these three people, Socrates, Jesus and the Buddha, who have had such a massive impact upon our culture and our intellectual life and the shape of the world, civilizations, they didn't write anything. If you were going to set out to forge a civilization, the last thing you would do is not write anything. But it must have been their lives. They became archetypal, I guess.
Do you think there is a sort of core of ancient wisdom, if I can put it like that, of tenets which have stood the test of time? I mean, it seemed to me that certain virtues of clarity of thought and moderation and so on, could be sort of boiled down from the book.
I think that's true. There are virtues. Some virtues have shifted a bit. In Aristotle's time, courage meant courage on the battlefield. That is still the case for many people in our world, but I guess we internalise courage more as well. But it's not just the virtues. It's actually the insights as to how we work. So, for example, Plato's big insight, I think the thing that shapes his philosophy more than anything else, is what we do about love. Love he defined as the desire for what we lack. It's that bit of human beings that know quite a lot, but know there might, or suspect there might be more. And our innovation, our creativity, our desire to be with someone, I think the religious sensibility, they're all very closely aligned with this business of love. And I think Plato, one of his big questions in life was, how can we steer and guide and shape and deepen that energy that you might call love? And that seems to me to be a timeless thing. People can relate immediately to that still.
Aside from the very big figures, the Platos and the Aristotles and so on, do you have a personal favourite, somebody who's you feel especially attuned to in their way of thinking?
I like Cleanthes the water carrier. His great insight was that people can very often work so hard in life that they kind of miss what they really want in life. He was known as the water carrier because he worked to earn some cash by night in order that he could do his real love, which was philosophy, by day. He was quite clear that he wasn't going to let the means compromise what was really his great end in life, which was to do philosophy. And it seems to me that in an age of email and all the rest, he has quite a lot to say to us.
Finally, you've put yourself in front of the video camera in order to get the message about this book across. What are you trying to do there?
I've made 6 short films in order to try and convey in just a minute or two the kind of essence of the 6 key characters and their philosophy. It's linked actually to a quiz. I put this quiz together where you can just do a very quick quiz, and it suggests who you might like to read. First of all, if you've never read Plato or if you've never read Aristotle or the others, do the quiz and at least give you a starter for 10. You may well move on. You can look at all the other films and so on, of course, as well. But there's something about learning about your philosophy type, you might say.
And where can people find these films?
That's at whatsyourphilosophytype.com. Or if you go to YouTube and type in Plato's podcasts, you can find all the films there as well.